We pretty much always have some crypto conversation with you. I'm just curious because I don't think we've talked to you since.
I think all that's been a waste of time, and why you guys waste any breath on it is totally beyond me.
Because you just think the whole thing just is
going to zero?
Going to zero and it's fake?
Bitcoin itself is a hyped up fraud. It's a pet rock.
You're back to that?
Yeah,
really?
Of course, yeah.
So what do you make then of BlackRock and other firms that are investing in infrastructure?
No, that's different. Blockchain is a technology ledger system that we use to move information. We've used it to do overnight repo, intraday repo. We've used it to we've used it to move money.
Right.
So that is a ledger. That's a technology ledger type of thing that we think will be deployable.
Remember, we've
been talking about that for 12 years too, and very little's been done.
There's some tokens that I agree with you on, but Bitcoin's based on a distributed ledger.
Yeah,
it has all the characteristics of a store of value. It's immutable. It's scarce.
Totally untrue. It's
21 million.
Well, yeah, really. How do you know it's going to stop at 21 million?
Because
I've mentioned this to people
Satoshi,
too. Everyone says that. Well, maybe it's going to get to 21 million, and Satoshi's picture is going to come up and laugh at you all and say, no.
Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I have a lot of official documents from the World Bank, peer-reviewed journals talking about XRP. I wanted to start with that video of CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon. As always, we give away $10 in XRP. Winner is announced in the video description below. Like the video, subscribe with notifications on, and comment anything in the YouTube comments below for a chance to win. I know it's not tons, but it's something. He called Bitcoin a pet rock, and we can agree on that. It's a failure in terms of its white paper. It's not scalable for peer-to-peer transactions, and people try and sell you this digital gold meme. But JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, he knows the truth. He knows there's no utility there. Keep in mind what he said about blockchain as a technology, distributed ledger technology. XRP has utility. Bitcoin and XRP cannot be compared. XRP and Ethereum, okay, you can make the comparison because you have to admit Ethereum does have a lot of utility. But XRP is in a league of its own when you compare it to Bitcoin. Let's check some of this stuff out. And if you guys use Twitter, follow me on Twitter, links in the video description below. The World Bank and Ripple. Okay, this document, the Distributed Ledger Technology and Blockchain World Bank Group, they talk about Ripple. And they say there's an emerging view that distributed ledger technology applications in finance will likely gain traction. First will not be payment and settlement system, but instead areas in which there's little automation and heavy use of manual processes with high inefficiency. Think cross-border payments right now. And they cite developing an alternative to the correspondent banking model as noted in the discussion of Ripple. Keep in mind, Ripple has been doing this, meeting with central banks, meeting with regulatory policymakers for almost a decade now. What other blockchain company can compare to what Ripple has been doing? Another great tweet from this guy. I love his feed. Global payment demand on the rise as global banking increases. What does Ripple talk about all the time? Being the equitable financial innovation. They talk about bringing banks to the unbanked. They talk about ESG investing, environmental, social, and government. That's what BlackRock is very big on. I'm going to talk about that here in a moment. But another document, this is a peer-reviewed journal, talked ESG, inequality, and international policy economy problems. Blah, blah, blah. My point is this is a peer-reviewed journal. This isn't just some random write-up, okay? And in this peer-reviewed journal, look at what they say about XRP and Ripple. The title is The Economics of Central Bank Digital Currency. All right? And I'm getting sidetracked. I have to show you this updated video from yesterday from Brad Garlinghouse talking about the lawsuit and when Ripple envisions it ending. As the CBDCs being planned by major economies are expected to perform well in terms of throughput, blah, blah, blah. Ripple's CBDC private ledger, which is built for issuing currencies, uses the same technology that has powered the ledger for its digital currency, XRP. The firm reported that it is in discussion with central banks worldwide to assess how its CBDC private ledger can be used to issue digital currency. As to mechanisms needed for various CBDCs to interact, Ripple has advocated for the use of its cryptocurrency, XRP, as a bridge or a vehicle to efficiently move from the value from one CBDC to another, right? CBDCs need a bridge currency, and that is XRP. Now, I could make an hour-long video finding peer-reviewed journals, finding World Bank documents, finding central bank documents, finding International Monetary Fund documents, all mentioning Ripple and XRP. My point is to say, what other cryptocurrency has this kind of exposure, whether it's scholarly articles, official bank documents, official government documents? Crazy. And then here's another one talking about XRP. Some cryptocurrencies such as XRP can drastically improve global payment systems. All right, but I'm not going to bore you with that. Check out these charts, okay? Besides this fundamental analysis and XRP having immense use case, the charts are looking good too. Compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum, XRP is holding up a little bit more. So we don't only have fundamentals going for us right now, we also have the technicals. And check this, Ripple now dominates Australian crypto exchange volumes. San Francisco-based Ripple issues a cryptocurrency for international remittance under the code, called the code XRP. And for the 24 hours to Wednesday, the token accounted for 82% of all cash volume on the Independent Reserve Exchange and 62% of all cash volume across the Melbourne-based BTC markets. BTC Markets Chief Executive Caroline Bowler said Ripple dominated trading volumes on the exchange because BTC Markets was a Ripple on-demand liquidity partner for Australia. This is what all banks and all remittance corridors are eventually going to adopt: XRP and Ripple's on-demand liquidity. Effectively, on-demand liquidity helps companies manage cross-border payments without requiring correspondent banking and pre-funding costs. Cannot deny the advantage this provides. Give me a logical, rational argument why a bank would not want to do this. It uses XRP to help facilitate part of this process, hence the trading volumes on our platforms. People are using this token in many countries outside of the USA. Keep in mind the SEC is only has jurisdiction within the USA. A few quick clips, guys. Interesting stuff. Since 2020, the richest 1% of people accumulated 60% of all new wealth. Poor are getting poorer and the rich are getting richer. The new financial system is here at the doorstep. And this is scary. KB Homes, a large home builder, just reported a 68% cancellation rate. So these are people who have organized and paid a down payment to get a home built. You can see in the past 5-6 years, the highest cancellation rate was 28%. This year in Q4 just ended, 68% cancellation rate. So real estate, I don't know what's going on. I'm not an expert there, but things are getting interesting. And this comes at a time when the U.S. national debt reaches an all-time high of $31.41 trillion. Imagine the interest payments on that thing. And this was interesting, a tweet about Ripple buying or selling more XRP than they've ever sold. I don't know what to speculate from this, but it has to do with XRP, and that's why I'm bringing it to you guys. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it, and subscribe if you're new. So in the red here is when Ripple is selling their XRP. The green is when they're buying XRP. See, in the new year, a month ago, Ripple bought tons of XRP. They bought the dip. And now they're selling tons of XRP. So let me know in the comments what you think about this. Do you have any ideas? I just wanted to bring that information to you. I'm not sure what's up. And now the Ripple lawsuit settlement date. Brad Garlinghouse, a brand new interview at the DAVOS 2023. Enjoy.
Get a check-in on what's going on with that lawsuit with the SEC and Ripple. Are you nearing an end potentially? Are you planning to settle with the SEC?
Well, we have always said that we would love to settle, but it requires one very important thing, and that is that on a go-forward basis, it's clear that XRP is not a security. The SEC and Gary Gensler has very outwardly said he views almost all crypto as a security, and so that leaves very little space in a Venn diagram for settlement. The case is now fully briefed in front of the judge, and judges take however long the judges will take. We're optimistic that this will certainly be resolved in 2023 and maybe the first half. So we'll see how it plays out from here. But I feel very good about where we are relative to the law and the facts.
So are you going to wait for the judge to come out with a decision on this one?
I'm very optimistic, and I think absent some significant change in posture from the SEC, I can't imagine that we won't have resolution from the judge. I also will point out, and I've certainly something I've heard here in Davos repeatedly, is how important this is, not just to how Ripple it goes forward, but also really the whole crypto industry in the United States. And I keep reminding people that outside the United States, crypto is still thriving, Ripple is still thriving, and we should make sure we're continuing to engage non-U.S. regulators.